Alright, I'm playing Jesky.
You had to get in niggas' papers, it was coming soon. Got on the phone and back.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. One going. And here we go from New Orleans. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Absolutely pumped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Chase Young bringing him down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that round. That brings them 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Rattler setting to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he's on the level. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints trying to lengthen the field and take a 6-0 lead.
Alexa, disconnect from Ryan's iPhone.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. This pass caught by Allen. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Touchdown, Atlanta! We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Give now to the running back. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Another carry for him. Has another lane. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints break the tie here in the first. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Bro, what the fuck are you making to do?
Penix working from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They'll run the draw with Robinson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints will take over as he kicks off his 10th pass of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Pass caught, 9-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's on the move. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Kamara will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Rattler to the air now. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh, wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, when some of that psychology comes into play, don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of 2 ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done, or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing Penix. Allen there to haul it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Penix now to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Falcons will have a first. Penix now. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix looking to pass. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Hey, Justin, you here?
Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. It's going to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here's Rattler. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. And he crosses midfield before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Rattler back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the... This is brought in at the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down from the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Game to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. He's out in the clear. And the Saints get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Offense in the hurry up here. They put a receiver in motion here left. Here's 2nd and 7. Fits it through the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because
and he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Game to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he sails that one over the end zone. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Rattler. We've got a screen to the running back. Juke the defender. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints leading near the break. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing his Rattler. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints continue piling on to this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. And again, it's Penix. And they pick him off again. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the... They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New Orleans. If anyone is still down that this guy has an NFL caliber arm, Brock, add that to the list of highlights he can use in his defense. That was an NFL throw.
And got to be such a confidence builder. Yes, the game is faster. Yes, the windows are smaller. But when you execute with precision, touchdowns can follow.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Penix on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
Sometimes Ryan is gay, and he's a flaming homosexual. Hey, Ryan.
I got music playing. What'd you say? I had to pause it.
Joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
I'm finna go play Call of Duty with them.
For sure.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this.
Add me in there. It's like add me to the group.
Up past the 15.
Oh.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Rattler. He's got time here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Can't find the back on the dump off. So that brings up 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes out to the left. Wide open, downfield, got it! And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Saints continue adding on to that lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Staying with Robinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Chase Young bringing him down there. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Penix lays out left side and gets it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Got it, man. Robinson has it. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Von Miller. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Again, left side. Here's Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. And they pick him off again. Justin Reed has the INT. Has room down the left sideline. takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie. Didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll give to Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Penix now on first down. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Running left is Robinson. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's caught for the first. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's Penix. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Robinson. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Robinson.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons put at least a tiny dent into that lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons take 7 points off the deficit. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Saints... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Takes off right out of the read option. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And this one's out of the side of the end zone, was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Penix now. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Catch is made down the right sideline. Jukes one defender, and he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Penix looking to pass. Pitts brings it in, and he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Throwing Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. from the 21. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. And he's out a little short of the 30. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They'll run here on first down. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints approaching win number 7 on the year. Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. Has a lane past the 45. He's at the 30. It's the 10. And it's close, but no, they say he was at the 1, just short of a touchdown. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Not sure what possessed them to do this. It looks like they're lining up to punt inside the red zone. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Able to hit Robinson, complete. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield.
And they pick him off again. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Space on the right. He's got room. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints have it once again after yet another interception.
Well, the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such, well, just such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.